Yo, welcome to another uncompromising episode of the Hellion Rebellion Rock and Roll Association, brought to you by Hollygeist. I've got a special one for you today. I got a great gift in the mail. Can't believe the treasure trove of items I received, but before we get started, we have some rock and roll soldiers that we have to honor tonight. The first one goes out to Americana legend Tom Snyder. I will admit, I know his name. I'm not all that familiar with this guy. But if my knowledge, my music knowledge serves me correctly, he was affiliated with John Prine, who, of course, is just as legendary as Johnny Cash or Bob Dylan or somebody like that. I believe Tom Snyder was on John Prine's record label. And the second one, I saw this one today, is, what's his name? Gary Moore. Oh, what's his name? I wrote it down. Gary Mounfield. He was the bass player of Stone Roses, one of the original Britpop bands that showed up in the early 90s. Stone Roses have two really great records. I'd strongly recommend you check those records out. But he lost the game today. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for Tom Snyder and Gary Mounfield. Okay, may Tom Snyder and Gary Mounfield find peace, love, and understanding in the comforting confines of luscious heaven. Okay, so the gift that I got in the mail today, which I knew I was going to get something. I knew I was going to get a little record or something. I had no idea I was going to get this treasure trove of stuff. Is a band I've been following since 2022 by accident. Well, let's start with the band. The band in question is from the great state of Florida, Parkland, Florida, which I believe is by Miami, and it's The Stiff. Now the Stiff gets started in 2024, and they were originally called this band. The Atomic Fly. The Atomic Fly is actually the band that gets started in 2022. And I did a video on them. I think they claimed Hialeah, Florida, which is Parkland. I think all that is Miami-Dade County, is what all that is. So I don't know why they changed their name. Maybe they just thought Atomic Fly was too goofy. I think it's a cool name. So the Stiff. There's not a big difference between the Stiff and Atomic Fly. What I hear is there's a lot more of a concentration on hard rock, classic rock. They do keep the punk rock thing going on. I have yet to hear this. I mean, I've heard one of these songs. Yeah, I've heard one of these songs online. Um, but I have yet to hear it on a record. But not only is this a cool record, but check this out. This is an acetate record. This is the second acetate I have in my collection now. I do love these. I don't go out of my way to find them, but the thing about these records is that acetate, the more you play them, the rougher it's going to get because the grooves are incredibly thin. They're not very deep, and your record needle will start cutting into that. But they're cool collector's items. And what I thought was really cool about the Stiff is that they talk about the history and how to handle an acetate record. These guys are extremely professional. So I'm going to read this to you because I didn't know a lot of this. I really didn't know how old acetates were. But here we go. Please read before playing. Do not use automatic start on your record player. It is highly recommended to manually drop the needle when playing this record. Lathe cut records are made one at a time in real time by a real person using an experimental method involving modern materials and an 80-year-old machine. Because this is not a pressed record, its grooves are thinner and not as deep. Due to this, it may have slightly more surface noise and sound different than the master. If you are experiencing playback issues like skipping or volume swelling, gently nudge or raise and drop the needle again. Handle with care and wipe with a clean microfiber lens cloth as needed. For more information, check these websites out. That is so cool. I had no idea. I had no idea that acetates have been around for 80 plus years. So the Stiff. Again, I think they're concentrating more on traditional rock and roll, but they do keep a lot of the punk rock edge that the Atomic Fly had. And yeah, these guys are awesome. I love talking with them. I love this band. Again, these guys get started in 2024, and if you're really into hard rock and roll, punk rock, and definitely if you're into the underground, this is a band you really need to start paying attention to. The guitar playing is phenomenal. This is one of those bands you just hear the Les Paul. It's like, oh, Les Paul. So let's play this, and I'll show you some of the goodies that I got with this package. And thank you, Stiff from Hialeah. This is awesome. And all right, let's do it.
Oh my God, that's all I could say. Oh my God.
Nikki don't wanna go today. She just wants to dance around those records.
Let's try that again.
God, that's all I could say. Oh my God.
Nikki she don't wanna go to work today. She just wants to dance around and hear those records play. She wants to dance, 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 dance today. She don't wanna go to work today. She don't care for a lame career or what nobody say. She gonna dance, 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 dance today. She knows money's what pays the bills. She knows, but she knows she still gotta feed it, still gotta feed it, still gotta feed her soul. Nikki's gonna call it, she's gonna call it quits today. She knows that there's more in store than work and getting paid. She gonna dance, 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 dance today. She knows money's what pays the bills. She knows, but she knows she still gotta feed it, still gotta feed it, still gotta feed her soul. Nikki she don't wanna go to work today. I passed you on the street, then you were in a dream. But I woke up, you were gone. It's your automatic love. It's a weapon. Automatic love. It's a blessing. Automatic love. It made a mess, it was your automatic love. It's sneaking to my mind. It's teasing all the time. You were there, but now you're gone. It's your automatic love. It's a weapon. Automatic love. It's a blessing. Automatic love. You made a mess of me, your automatic love. I don't know what to do about the situation. It's a yearn, it's a thirst, it's a lust, but there is no that you're gone. It's your, it's a weapon, it's a blessing. It will mess with your automatic love.
All right, let's check out the second side.
Cause when I grabbed you tight and pulled you close, I've been thinking about for oh so long. Did it too, but I guess that I was wrong. Cause when I grabbed you tight and pulled you close, that's when you told me, let go, take it slow, baby, hold on. Maybe tomorrow, baby, hold on. I was up all night just thinking about you. Thinking about you. I don't know what I'll do if I can't have you. If I can't have you. I wanna grab you tight and pull you close, but that's when you tell me, let go, take it slow, baby, hold on. Maybe tomorrow, baby, hold on. Baby, hold on. Baby, hold on. Did somebody hurt you? Did somebody hurt you? Well, I would never hurt you. Never, never hurt you. And yeah, 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 yeah. You know, you're making me crazy, got me going out of my mind. But then you push me away, why you gotta be so unkind? Just wanna grab you tight and pull you close, so baby don't tell me, let go, take it slow, baby, hold on. Maybe tomorrow, baby, hold on. 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 I'll pull you close and we'll take it slow. Going home, so baby, don't tell me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right.
Listen, I noticed this morning that my freezer is very, very frozen. Everything it's like too cold. It says it's 0 degrees. Do you know what it's supposed to be in the freezer? And I don't know how to raise the temperature. I mean, there was all ice all over my pizza box, and I'll try Googling it and see what it says.
I think it's supposed to be like around 29, I think. It's not supposed to be 0, I know that. Okay, there you go. The Stiff from Parkland, Hialeah, Miami-Dade, Florida. Acetate record. That's these things are kind of hard to play. It's they're very very finicky. It's cool to get one of these. Again, this is the second one I have now. Man, I if you know Atomic Fly, you can tell that that the Stiff is going a more rock and roll direction, more traditional sort of rock and roll direction. But again, don't think that they're not gonna just run you over with some of their riffs, because they will. They will still be very aggressive. Be aggressive. They will still do that to you. I don't know what else to say other than thanks so much for all of this stuff. I'm sure this probably would have sounded better on the CD, or it'd have been clearer without the surface noise. But I thought it's cool to hear these acetate records. Well, Isn't She Records is a new record label to me. This is the first time I've seen this. I'm going to be looking at a lot of what this record label puts out. And again, much thanks, Stiff. I mean, you made my day with this. I want everybody to buy these records and enjoy these records, because I know I do. I love this band. And I don't think that's going to end anytime soon. So, other than that, remember to, well, hell. Remember, what's his name? Is this Eisenhower? Remember when we used to have presidents? All right. Or precedents. Who knows? All right. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all keep rocking in the free world as long as you can do it. And I will see you next time. Thanks again, Steph. Much appreciated.